Ambry Thomas. This guy is another guy who's not improving. Now, maybe it's because the Niners have subpar defensive back coaches, but Ambry Thomas, what I'm seeing from him is a guy who's going to get called for, if he ever were to start this year, he looks like a guy who's going to give up one long pass a game and get called for one long pass interference a game. Also, it seemed like the Chargers were targeting him with their backups. Like they sensed a little blood in the water. If he plays opposite Jason Verrett, they're going to go after him a lot. And he is too grabby. I think he's going to commit a lot of penalties. He sees himself as Jalen Ramsey, this big press corner who can just get at the line of scrimmage and get in wide receivers' faces and manhandle them. But he's not manhandling anybody. He's just getting very close to them and then kind of missing and then grabbing and holding on. So I don't know if it's going to work out for him. Another guy's like, okay, so you have weaknesses. Let's see you work on them. Let's see you improve. Nope, didn't see that from him from week 1 to week 2. Same weaknesses from him. But Diamador Lenore looking good. Talanoa Hufanga looking good. Clinton Dix looking good. It's really just Ambry Thomas who is troubling. And it's this theme of young players not improving on the 49ers. And it's position specific. D-line guys all improve because of that position coach. Tight ends. Look at how much Ross Dwelly's improved. Look at how much George Kittle's improved. Linebackers. Running backs. They all improve. But corners? The Niners had to outsource Jason Verrett. Emmanuel Mosley's improved. But he's in and out. I don't know. I'd like to see some improvement from Ambry Thomas. Ambry, no more defensive pass interferences against the Raiders. How about that? No more long catches down the sideline either. Let's limit it to like short catches in front of you if you give up anything at all. Because Diamador hasn't given up anything at all. And he has an interception and a pass breakup. At least they got that going for him. Ambry, play better. Coach him up, guys. Do second-year players Jared Maiden or Juwan Jennings make a 53-man roster? They should. I think they're both really good. The fact that Jared Maiden had that, I think he's their secret. They felt, well, he's probably one of our 53 best players, but we can put him on the practice squad. Well, you have a near pick 6 in a preseason game. Maybe he's now on other people's radar. Maybe some other people liked him when he was coming out and they see him and they're like, well, he's improved. So they'd be smart to keep a spot for him because he also can play nickel. He's versatile. He can play special teams. Juwan Jennings, I think, will make the roster. He was on the 49ers game day pamphlet. I don't know, not magazine. He was on the cover with his red hair. So I think they're promoting him. They really like him. Petty AF says, sorry, I meant annoyed. He looks like he's sick of Shanny already. Ooh. I don't know, man. Shanny's very negative, and that can turn off young people. You really need to give people positive reinforcement. I don't know. Interesting. Something to look for. I watched the game from home yesterday. I saw a lot of that TV stuff that you guys see, and I heard Tim Ryan talk. It's interesting. I'm usually very far away in the press box. Shivnur says, just joined in. After what you've seen, what is your all-encapsulating opinion of Trey Lance? He's the exact kind of quarterback I would want to build my team around. Young, on the rookie deal, cheap, can run the zone read big time. Can be a guy who runs for 800, 900, 1,000 yards, can get outside the pocket and just hit throws down the field, down the middle, across the field, anywhere, and can also function from the pocket as well. I'm not really into the idea of giving quarterbacks $500 million contracts, giving them $50 million a year. I don't really care. I want young quarterbacks who can run the zone read and have big arms like Kyler Murray. And then I'll trade him and get another one. That's the way I look at it. So Trey Lance is the exact kind of quarterback I would look for. Only thing that kind of complicates it is, so is Justin Fields. Justin Fields looks terrific. He's got the same skill set. He's just more experienced. And you didn't have to trade up to 3 for Justin Fields. He went 11. The Niners had the 12th pick. They could have traded up 2 spots for Justin Fields. So that's interesting. Will it play out that he was 3 times better than 4 times better than Justin Fields? I don't know. And will he ultimately develop into the guy who can shred you from the pocket, shred you from outside the pocket, and doesn't run the zone read that much, because once you're getting paid $40 million a year, the owner won't let him run the zone read. He's too important. Can't get hurt. He can run the zone read. He's making $6 million a year though, and he will. You'll see Trey Lance run the hell out of it. I really think if he starts this year, the quarterbacks who will have the most rushing yards in the league will be him, Lamar Jackson, and Kyler Murray. Those three will lead the league in rushing yards for quarterbacks. And then what Lance and Murray can do that Jackson, in my opinion, can't, is when they get out of the pocket, they can make rocket throws everywhere. And Lance is, Jackson's a little more limited with his arm strength. So that's my kind of quarterback. It is the Colin Kaepernick model. It is the Michael Vick model. But the problem the Niners made with Kaepernick was trying to turn him into a pocket quarterback, giving him that big contract. That wasn't him. They should have traded him after his rookie deal and found another guy. They should have. They should have known that he wasn't going to transition into Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson made the transition, but they haven't won a Super Bowl paying him all that money. I'm just saying. And they won't. But he is a Hall of Fame quarterback. Colin Kaepernick wasn't going to make that transition. They should have traded him and moved on and kept the same formula. Anyway, that's why I feel like I'm not Kaepernick failing. Yeah, he failed because he couldn't evolve the way he needed to justify that contract. Never should have got that contract. You don't have to do that to You don't have to give quarterbacks, Jed, you don't have to give quarterbacks all that money. There are other ways to do it. I'm just saying. Marcus, have you noticed any positive negatives about D'Amico's play calling during the game? Not yet. I'm curious week 1 to see what his pressures are on third down and if they're effective. Because I've been pretty vanilla so far. Guy says, Carabel says, Trent Sherfield better make it. Oh, he will. He's obviously Trey Lance's favorite target. Yeah, because he can catch the ball. He can catch the ball, and he's fast, and he's good. Yep. Bo knows. Hey, what's up, Bo? Bo Jackson, everyone. Happy to join as a member. You're awesome to watch, Grant. However, I wish you would stop disrespecting Jimmy G. I guarantee you that Lance won't start week 1. He's not ready. Okay. All right. Well, I just feel like what's happening with Jimmy, though, is he's giving the job to Trey Lance, whether he's ready or not. That's the rub here. It's what happened with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick has these, stretches where he's just dynamite. And then he'll have these stretches where he can't stop throwing interceptions and he gets himself benched. How many times has he done it? A lot of times. Since I was in high school. I feel like Jimmy's doing that right now. He's giving the Niners no option. Maybe I'm wrong. Mac Trey will be the best QB out of this draft class. Perhaps. All I got to say is, I bet you the Jets are pretty happy with Zach Wilson right now. Zach Wilson's over there looking like Aaron Rodgers right now. And I think Kyle's feeling a little, I got to make this work with Trey. I got to make him look good now because all the other quarterbacks are looking good. Mark says, our starting wide receivers suck at scramble drills. Are you seeing them work on that? Trey scrambled and Debo stood there. Yeah, man, they don't work on that. They're not used to it because Jimmy doesn't do that. They don't work on it. Meanwhile, you got scramble drills left and right in Chicago. I don't know, man. I'm a little concerned. I don't know if these guys, if the Niners are really ready to support Trey Lance and get the best out of him, because they're sort of asking him to play in ways he shouldn't, in ways that are just going to make him look bad, in my opinion.